one last little bit here, and then you'll be fully prepared to do that homework assignment of that first ER diagram. Okay, so relationships are usually what we see, what we've been seeing, which is a binary relationship where you have one entity that leads straight into another entity, and it's just as simple as that. Sometimes, however, we do see a recursive or unary relationship where there's actually only one entity set involved. So people only marry other people. So even though that mentally you might be thinking, oh, like some people are wives and some people are husbands or something like that, when you break it down to think about like what would be in the actual data, is person A is married to person B. Persons, they're both entities. Another common example that you'll see online is an employee supervising another employee. It's like at CGen, my boss is Christiana. She is in the data set in the table of employees. So am I. Therefore, that's a recursive relationship. It doesn't go anywhere else. It just circles back on itself. They're kind of rare to see, but you do see them. The other type of relationship, you can say n-ary. So that's the continuation of the unary binary. Ternary is the three-way relationship that's showing right there. So basically when you're looking at the diamond, instead of seeing two arrows coming off of it, you end up seeing three. These got a little complicated, a little harder to read. So the example one here, and basically you're just following along each of the three possible paths here. So physician logs a patient, or one physician with one specific patient can log one treatment. The physician logs one specific treatment for n patients. One patient is logged one specific treatment by one physician. Like I said, it's very, very complicated, but yeah, so you're going along those paths each time. Try to avoid them when you can, but the data model is the data model, and if that's the most accurate thing that you're gonna have, then that is what it is. Again, these are also a little more rare. The binaries are by far the most common of what you see, at least, and these are more simple type of models that we are going to be dealing with as a beginning project, and as a small company or a small project that you're doing. You're not going to get a lot of these more complicated ones. The other more complicated thing that we want to add on to the relationships is that relationships can actually have their own attributes associated with them. Again, most don't. It's a very special time when they do. So examples here, an employee is associated with a project such that the employee works on a project. So they're assigned to a project, right? They might have, the employee might be an HRBP, but on this particular project, they might be assigned the role of like a project manager. So the role doesn't actually have anything to do with their normal employee data. And it's not really anything that's associated with just the project itself. Therefore, it actually gets attached to the relationship. Same with the customer and the order. The order date has to do with actually the purchasing itself. They can be a little weird to think about. If you need more examples, you can search online for examples of ERDs and just kind of look through them and kind of get a sense of when those appear on the diamonds and when they are associated with the actual entities themselves. when they're on the table or when they're on the diamonds. And it might be helpful when you're trying to figure this out of thinking about, okay, what would that order look like? If you think about it on the table, what should the attributes be? Does it make sense for the order date to be on the order there, or does it make sense, like does it not fit and therefore it should be on that relationship? And as you get practice with these, you'll get a little better. And if you take the time to explore other examples, that should help you get a sense of when it's appropriate for it to be in one spot or the other.